Hello, hello, hello! This is Pink Beauty Fox 06 here. This is my first makeup tutorial, so please go easy on me. Still trying to figure out the kinks with my camera and everything else. But in the meantime, I'm going to be showing you a modern day take on the Marilyn Monroe makeup tutorial. So this can be used for like work, every day, going out with friends, or if you have a date. So if I show you my makeup that I'm using and you can't see it, look down below in the comments and I will describe what makeup I have. Blah, blah, blah. So here we go. I've already done the base and my eyebrows. The basics, I call it. So if you want me to do one on the basics, please write it down below on the comments and I will surely do one for you. And sorry, I got like an itch. Ah! So I've already done, like I said, my base, so now I'm going to put the contouring. And I like this brand. It's called Ben Nye. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I had this when I had a stage makeup class, but I also like to use it for myself. And the awesome is, like, you can just use like a little bit and it goes a long way. So I'm going to start here and just kind of like dot it. Dot, dot, dot. And then I just kind of right here about below the cheekbone and just kind of strike with my finger. And once again. And then also I kind of do under my neck just a little bit. Now, when I first did contouring, I didn't really get the whole gist of it because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're putting like brown on your face, it's gonna show. But no, it doesn't. And you know, you can also use sponges, which I have here. Whoa. And I like these because they're more angled. I don't know if you can see that too well. And I've gotten these like at Walgreens or at Walmart. And so you can just kind of tap it and blend it in there. And it's not gonna I mean, it looks kind of scary right now, but it's not gonna really look like that at the end. And I kind of pull it into my hairline right there just to kind of help make it blend. So it doesn't look like, oh, white and then that. And the reason why you kind of go here, it's kind of like your shadowing spots. And I always start with my shadow because if you put light on top of it, it looks, to me, it looks better. But I mean, everyone has their own thing. And I just kind of pull down. I don't know if you can tell. I just kind of pull down from right here. And it's just, I call it the pull down. You just start and just lightly. You don't want to pull so hard, like push on your face so hard, because then you'll rash up. And then, where's my brush? I had it right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh. And so, I use this kind of brush. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty nice. It's kind of like a foundation one, and I just kind of go in a circular motion to really blend it in. Blend, blend, blend. There's nothing wrong with blending too much. There we go. I'm just going to go over. Okay. Now, it's kind of interesting. I never knew this, but I guess Marilyn Monroe really contoured her nose. Because if you see some pictures of her, her nose kind of looks more out. But a lot of her famous pictures, it's really, you know, straight and pointed. For this, I mean, they say to use a brush. I've done it for a while, so I just do my finger. But if you're starting out with this, you can use like that small a brush. Sorry, don't know why it's not focusing. If you can tell, that tiny a brush. And like I said, you don't even need a whole lot. And one of my teachers I had for stage makeup, she always said the best thing to have is your hand as a palette. So if you need to, just kind of dab a little on there so it's not so chunky and getting everywhere. So you just kind of start at the side of your nose right here. You kind of just start down like a line. And you just kind of, hopefully you can see that. Start down and you just kind of follow it with your brush. And you come up like this. So it's, I mean, it's gonna look kind of weird, but like I said, once you get done with it, it's gonna look awesome. And you just do the same thing. You're just following it, and you just kind of pull it in right here, up into this part of your eye right there. Okay, and the funny part, oh, there goes my mirror. You go right here under your nose. This kind of rounds it and gives it that, you know, I guess, illusion of a perfect shaped nose. You just kind of come down. So, it should kind of look like this. Like, it looks scary, but trust me, it's gonna look good. And just kind of blending together. Not know if you've ever seen that movie with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, but that's what made me think of. And you can take, it's really good to use, what's this finger? You know, that finger. I'm not good with anatomy. Your ring finger! Ah, yeah, your ring finger. And just kind of tap and blend. And just kind of blend. And you can use your pointer if you need to. But sometimes it's just better to tap and, like I said, pull down. Pull it down. And kind of pull away and tap. Okay, so there we go. And if you need to, just take your brush and just lightly kind of go over it to help maybe blend it just a little more. Okay, just making sure. Oh, and see, sometimes I blend a little too much, so it's okay. You can go over it again and just kind of put it in there. Like I said, it's gonna look really funky, but at the end it's gonna look really awesome. So now I am using the Ben Nye, the highlighter, and I believe you can get these online. I don't know, I had a starter pack. Oh my gosh, my tongue is like blah. Bear with me. So I'm not sure what they cost. They might be a lot. You could use concealers, even store-bought, which is really cool. If you want to see how that looks, I can show you on another video. And so look at, I barely put any. That's what I love about it. And use your palette, your hand, and just tap it on there. And you can use your sponge to kind of put it, and you're going to start right here. That's where the main highlight is. Now I'm noticing I might need a little more, so if you need to, you can either put it on your hand or just kind of dot along and follow it. It looks like this time that's a little easier. And you just kind of go up, and I kind of like to do like lines, like 1, 2, 3, you know, just kind of like this. It almost looks zigzaggy. And that's just getting like the main part. Then you're also going to come here and kind of go down, kind of like a sideways triangle. And I've seen some people like do clown faces with contouring. It's pretty entertaining. And sorry, that's my brother in the background. It's alright. And then you just do a circle here. And then you come over here and you follow your jawline. And it's just like, follow the jawline, both sides. So, once again, looking kind of funny. I've had my husband walk in and go, "What are you doing?" So then you can either take your sponge or your foundation brush. See? Oh my goodness. My first video and I'm just like, la 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 la. And just go in a circular motion. You can either go this way or counterclockwise. So clockwise or counter. But I like to go, like, I guess clockwise. I'm trying to figure out. And there we go. Just kind of blend it in. And you can kind of, like I said, pull it. Because you don't want to go against the hair. Because if you like go like this on your face on either side, it's pushing the hairs up and it's not going to lay the way you want to. There you go. And just, you don't, once again, don't push really hard when you're doing, you know, you're blending. Don't be, you know, on your face. One, that's harsh on your face, and two, you're just gonna keep putting more and more on until you think it looks good. So, there you go. And that side, it's looking pretty good so far. I won't lie. Okay. So taking the mirror, double checking. Okay, make sure. There you go. So that's for that. Also, we're gonna move on to the eye part. And so, once again, this is Ben Nye. This one's the cream color's white. You can also use any kind of like creams and stuff, but before you do that, I like to put on what is the Almay Intense Color. It's a primer, and it helps make it, you know, lock in and stay in most of the day. So especially if you have work, it's really nice, so you don't feel like it's all whoa. Okay, and just tap that finger on it and set it in. And then we're gonna take the white, and the reason why I like the white, like for cream, it really pulls out the color. So it could be like your natural color or anything else, and it just really helps. So just put on your little pointer, or if you have the stick, just roll it on softly and just kind of tap it in there. And I like to make sure to put some right here at the eye duct, right there. It just opens up your eye. And just kind of tap it in there. And then to make sure also, you put it under your eyebrow to give that highlight. So kind of pull it up and tap. And just keep tapping. Because if you like really on your eye, then it's not going to stay on there, and then you're just going to be doing more work. I think less work is better. Okay, I think that's good on that eye. So let me just do it over here. Man, feels like when I'm patting it, I'm telling you it's taking forever. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Make sure. There we go. And you want to make sure it's more even. Looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Okay. So, my next color, this is kind of the more natural kind of look, and if you want, the next one I can do a more dramatic look, the Marilyn Monroe. But this one's by Smashbox, Full Exposure. I really love this palette and this brand. It's really great. My sister spoiled me and bought it for me. So yeah, that's how that went. But this is kind of how it looks inside. Really pretty colors. So I'm going to take this flat brush. Sorry, it's really hard to see. And I'm going to start with this color right here. This is kind of like a light tan color. Can't really see it too well on my skin, but I like this as kind of like a base. I'm gonna get my mirror. And you just pat it on. Pat, 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 pat. And just kind of put it all over. There you go. Once again, remember the loose ones, and just pat it on. Okay, that's pretty good. The next color I'm going to use, I really like, is the one right up above it. It's this one right here. It just says S3 for the name. And then you're going to start, I like to come this way and out. So just kind of start patting on your eyelid there. Looking good, looking good. Do the other eye. There we go. And then if you see any loose ones, it's really handy to have this more, you know, fluffy brush, and I just lightly kind of go over it to pick up, you know, any strays, or just to kind of blend it in on the corners. There we go. Alright. And it's always handy, especially with you're doing darker colors, to have some tissue. So the next color I'm going to do is this brown color, and it's right here, this one. And I'm going to be using this brush. Let's see if you can see it. It's kind of a more contour brush for the eyeshadow. Does it even say on here?
He can't see.
No. But we're just going to dab a little.
I came straight from my haircut.
Sorry, my brother likes to talk. Okay. So, we're going to start at the corner. And I called this like a backwards C for this side. So you know how you kind of go like this for a C? Well, over here you're going to start like this in the corner, and you'll kind of see. So start like about right there. I don't want to go all the way in, and just kind of tap it and do the C. Okay, so there we go. And I'm not blending it in yet, and you'll see why. So you do the actual correct way to do C. Okay, and you want to kind of stop about right here. I don't know if you can see too well, but about right there. You don't want to go too far in. This is just to kind of round your eyes, to give it the pop. Okay. And then also going to be using the next color. It's this kind of shimmery one, brown right here. It's really pretty. It probably doesn't show much justice on my end. Hi! Gonna continue with this part right here. So we're gonna dot the C with that brown. I like to make sound effects. And then we're gonna do that shimmery color right here. And you could put it on like more than once, depending like how dramatic you want it. If you don't want it like too out there, if you want it more subtle, I mean, it depends on you, on your taste. So, and then I'm gonna get the black, and I'm gonna just, I'm not gonna do a full C, I'm just gonna do like a baby C, just enough to get the edge there. I like doing black a lot in the corners. It really makes the makeup stand out. And then we're gonna take fluffy brush, fluffy, it's so fluffy. And we're just gonna lightly push it in your crease. So just lightly brush it and then push it just a little this way. It's giving that smoky effect. Boom. And just do the same thing on this side. And sometimes I like to take this one. It's kind of more flat and round to kind of blend it more, and I just kind of circularly blend in there. And I know it's going to seem like this takes forever, but once you get the hang of it, it'll be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So same thing, just kind of push it. And you'll really see the mixture of the colors. And see, it's already making my eyes go, hello. And sometimes I like to come at the corner here. If you ever have like loose falling, you know, eyeshadow, just lightly take your brush and just kind of brush it off. Really simple, so you're not smearing it and ruining all your hard work. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do, and some people like to do this first, you know, last. I'm kind of like the mid to last, I guess. And it's this lighter brown right here. And I'm using that fluffy brush. And so we're gonna start like mid here and just kind of brush out. You're slightly brushing it. And this just kind of blends those colors we've already kind of created. Looking pretty good if I don't say so myself. And just put it there. There we go. So neat. See, it's just like following your eyes, and it's really nice. Alright. And make sure you always have like a tissue on hand. Forgot to mention this before. This really helps to like, you know, take your brushes and kind of get the excess just in case you need it for another color. And so now I'm gonna use that flat brush again, and I'm just gonna go on top with that, with this one that we did, and just kind of go on top, because sometimes when you know, put the other colors on, it can kind of smear. So it's just like making sure you get this nice. And make sure to go with the duck and just gonna lightly pull it into your eye like that. So it just really opens it up. Okay, alright. Now, I love, love, love this other color. It's just right here, right next to it. It's like this shimmery, and hello, you can see me with the camera. Hi. And you just kind of put it on. This is just fun flirty. You don't have to. You could totally just do, you know, the other matte color, but, you know, I like sparkle, what can I say? And you just kind of put it on top. Now, the next one, color, I swear I had it right. Oh, that's that. Aha! This one's by MAC. This one I would probably use for my dramatic one, just to let you know. I love this. It's the loose powder. And, I mean, it already has like tons in the lid. So I just kind of pull for the lid. And this is to go within, see, to give you that highlight look. So you take that flat brush again and just tap it in there. Don't, you know, go like that and brush it in there. Just tap it in there. And I go down here too. And just kind of lightly pull it in so I can open up my eyes. There we go. And see, it gave it really good highlight. And you can just use any white eyeshadow you have. It will help. So take Fluffy again and just lightly blend it together. Okay. Now, I know it probably doesn't look that complete, but the next thing we're going to have is, of course, the eyeliner. I'm sorry, I wish I could say I was organized, but I'm not. Where'd it go? Oh, this is not cool. Oh, found it. So, I really like this, I guess you could call it cream eyeliner you can use, and it's by Maybelline. You know, I've been using all these fancy ones, and I have Maybelline. Maybe she's born with it. And it's cool because it's like this, and then it gives you a brush, and it's not, man, that looked kind of bad. Ooh. It gives you like this really nice pointed brush, and I just kind of dab a little, and like I said, use your palette, your hand, and just kind of lightly kind of tap on there. It just helps to kind of round it and give you the extra, so if you need it. So of course we're gonna do the upper lid, and I try not to put it on too thick. I just try to put like basically like a line, just to kind of line my eye, my top eye. And just this one you can kind of brush in, and you just, sometimes I start to the middle and kind of work my way. It just all depends. And try to get as close as you can to your eyelash rim, because I'll just make it a lot better in the long run. I'm just gonna pull it. See, just a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. I don't know why, but I don't know if you ever do this, but my mouth's always open whenever I'm putting on eyeliner or mascara. Oh, it's crazy. See, maybe it just helps me focus. I don't know. If you know the reason, put it down below. Alright, it's looking good in the neighborhood. Once again, that's my bro. Okay, So, and if you're really talented, you could do the cat eye. I am still trying to master it. Lord, I cannot talk. But I think that's pretty good. I won't lie. So the next trick I do, and you can take that same brush and that black that we used before. And I heard that, you know, drag queens did this because, you know, they're on stage and performing. And you just take that black eyeshadow and you just kind of rub it on top of it. This helps like lock it in, but also gives more emphasis. And it also helps to not have it, you know, smearing later. Especially with this one, sometimes it likes to get the best and smear. And I love it! No, I don't. Okay. Now usually a lot of people do the, you know, black on the waterline. But I'm actually going to do this natural color. I don't know if you can see it. It's by NYX. It's a Wonder Pencil. I love it. And it just helps you keep your eyes awake. But make them look like they're alive. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to rub it in there. That's my eye is twitching. Sorry, I can't get over how funny that looks. Okay, there we go.
You think?
Makes them alive. And the cool thing is this can be used more than just that. It can be what I'm going to do next, or following. So I'm going to use this. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to put it around eyelid. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing this. And the cool thing about this is that it helps your lipstick from bleeding out. So it kind of keeps it in place. And then I'm going to use my concealer brush and kind of just blend it a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then I can't forget my eyelashes. I don't do the fake lashes. I haven't mastered it yet. But if you can, it will really make your makeup stand out. But I just curl them and put them on. Like, and so the mascara I'm going to use is by L'Oreal, I believe. And it's the Manga. I really like L'Oreal, and believe it or not, they own a lot of name brands like Lancome and Urban Decay, even MAC. So I really like them. And if you want, you can do like your lower ones and just lightly do them. There we go. Alright, now my lipstick, the red, is by MAC. My sister spoiled me for Christmas. The MAC. And this one's Ruby Woo. That's kind of what it looks like. And I'm just gonna put it on. So I have used some Wet n Wild. That's a really pretty red too. But I was just, since it's Marilyn, I gotta go with the bright red. And then I'm gonna blot it. If you really want to set it in place, you can use powder. And I have this True Match by L'Oreal as well. Okay, and you just take your tissue and blot it over. It just sets it in. And that's what I do last is my powder. I just kind of press it in. Don't want a shiny nose. And then I use the Rimmel, the bronzer, to kind of go over my shadowing. And I use this angle brush. I really like it. And you just kind of swipe it lightly. Go over on top. Down below. You can do your nose a little bit. Alright. And sometimes I'll use the same angle brush with my Ben Nye Powder Rouge. And I like to smile and just kind of follow my cheekbone. Okay, last but not least, if you have circles under your eyes like I do, I use this NYX Dark Circle Concealer. I really like it. You just put a little on your middle finger and go down. And you do like a little right here, but you just kind of want to go more down. You don't want to go like this because it just doesn't look nice. And there we go, that's it. And pull down the hair for dramatic effect. Oh, there we go. That's it. If you like this, please follow me on Twitter and all my other social medias. That will be down below. And give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And see you next time.